Hello and welcome to Bags of Action. My name is Pete and this is a 5-minute Bags of Action review of Bloodfather from 2016. This one popped up on Netflix as a new release, so I thought I'd check it out. It's directed by Jean-Francois Richet, who also directed the remake of Assault on Precinct 13. The script is written by Peter Craig, who did The Town and the upcoming Top Gun sequel, and Andrea Berloff, who has written and directed the adaptation of comic series The Kitchen, and it's based on Peter Craig's own novel. So here's the premise. An ex-con reunites with his estranged, wayward 17-year-old daughter to protect her from the drug dealers who are trying to kill her. So straight off the bat, that sounds like Taken or The Equalizer or The Foreigner, an older hero being pulled back into their previous life. And it stars Mel Gibson. So that was part of the appeal for me. Back in the 80s and 90s, there was a time when he sat alongside Bruce Willis as my favourite mainstream movie star, thanks to his turns in films like Ransom, Conspiracy Theory, and of course Mad Max and Lethal Weapon films. These days he'd had an awful lot of controversy based on his actions, which has kept him off screen for a while, and now he's slowly been getting larger roles. It is quite hard to put that to one side, but he does suit the bearded, grizzled vibe here. Gibson plays the lead character Link, and his daughter Lydia is played by Erin Moriarty. She played Hope in Jessica Jones and will be appearing in the TV version of The Boys this year. Other key cast members include some recognisable faces such as William H. Macy, Diego Luna and long-standing character actor Michael Parks. So Link is out of prison on parole, battling alcoholism with the help of his sponsor while living out in the desert and scraping a living doing tattoos. A few things are kind of reminiscent of other Gibson roles. He's alone in a trailer like in Lethal Weapon and also played a tattooist in the film Father's Day. Now in this film they lean into the real issues surrounding Gibson, and that makes it really uncomfortable at times when you hear his character make a comment about domestic abuse or say something that you would find racist. But forgetting that, I like the fact that the main character isn't someone you naturally root for, and instead you rely on his attempts to defeat his alcoholism and the need to protect his daughter as your way into empathy. You may not like him, but you understand his motivation. Also, for once, this isn't someone who's ex-secret forces. All we know at the start is that he used to be in prison, so when his daughter, who he's been looking for, turns up, his life is turned around. He doesn't possess a particular set of skills, but he can handle himself, particularly when his daughter is under threat. And that's quite interesting to see, rather than someone with, say, martial arts skills or the ability to, wire a bomb. The overall tone and feel of the film reminds me quite a bit of Breaking Bad. Now, the downside, really, there isn't actually that much action overall. Some of the scenes early on, there's a motorbike chase later, but they save most of it for when it's needed at the end, which does serve the story and the character. So all in all, what did I like about it? The performances are really strong, it's well shot, and at times it can be pretty tense. The ending in particular is really strong. And I like the fact we don't know too much about Link and rely on his relationship with his daughter as the main focal point. What do I think could have been better? Well, it was quite a slow burn and you felt a bit like you were waiting constantly for something to happen. In some ways it was more of a drama than a conventional action movie. It was extremely predictable. You could pretty much see every story beat coming before it was arrived, and that was a little bit frustrating. Link's character, we find out later in the film, is quite heavily connected, and that helps him overcome the cartel who are after his daughter. And I do kind of wish it had been more about his own smarts or his own skills. But having said that, it just kind of works in its own way. Now apparently, back in 2008, Sly Stallone was planning to direct and star in an adaptation of the novel, and I can't help thinking that might have been stronger. Imagine kind of a grounded Rocky meets Copland take on this kind of film. All in all, I say a little bit slow, a little bit predictable with some good moments and a really strong ending and some powerful central performances. But I'm going to give Bloodfather 2 bags of action out of 5. Have you seen Bloodfather? Do you agree with my assessment of it? Please feel free to comment below or get in touch with us via email, Facebook or Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe and like our channel.